My name is Silvano Zugori. I work for Plan International Kenya. Plan International is an international organization that is focused towards advancing children's rights and especially equality for girls. Yeah, in Kenya we work in 3 regions. That is the coastal region, Nairobi region, and Nyanza region. While we focus on more than one SDG, I will say that our main focus as I would say an organization that works for gender equality, we have dwelt on achieving goal number 5, that is gender equality. But then we are also in education, we are in health, so those ones will bring goal 3 and 4. We are also trying to see that young people get decent work, which I think is goal 16. We are also working with other partners, including government, and we value partnership as an organization. So that's another goal that we actually focus on. So partnerships, yeah. So as an organization, we just want to ensure that even as we work towards achieving all these goals, we do not work with half the team. That means we bring in women and girls in achieving all these goals. Reporting these goals for the civil society organization is key. And as Plan International, we take it serious because, for one, we are able to say what civil society contributes towards achieving the sustainable development goals. And then for number 2, we're able to complement what government does. Last but not least is that when we're able to report, we give the government a challenge so that they report correctly, you know, without discrepancies. Many are the times when government will try to blanket things, and like you know, civil society will not blanket. They will say things the way it is, and I think that's a good thing for government. So for us to contribute and also to be able to check the government. So yes, VNI reporting is very important to us. Now, as Plan International, like I've said, we value working in partnership. With our key partner being Government of Kenya, we work with other partners, and mostly this has been exhibited in technical working groups in each of the county where we work. I would take this as a very good practice because it brings in the multi-sectoral approach that needs to be taken as we approach the sustainable development goals. You know, cognizant that you cannot run with one goal without bringing the other ones. They're somehow all interconnected. Yeah, so the best practice here is to approach them as such, you know, as goals that need to be taken from a multi-sectoral approach. Yeah, moving forward, we want to continue working with government and partners, and we want to ensure that as we stakeholders work towards achieving the sustainable development goals, then we don't leave half the team behind. So I would mention something like a campaign that we've had for a very long time, and that is Girl Gets Equal. That means we have all our programs focusing on how do we bridge the gap that exists between you know, men and women, boys and girls. Yeah. So in our scale up is to ensure that this campaign is you know, integrated in all our projects, even as we try to expand our programs to reach areas that we've not been, and yet there is need. Yeah. I would say that of course, when you're working in these industries, there are always challenges. Key on those challenges is you know, civil societies working in silos, and you know, like working as Plan International without realizing other people are also working for the same beneficiaries. So that has always been a challenge for especially civil society who look like they are competing with each other. And also working with government, where government looks at us as though we are confrontational. Yeah, so it's a challenge, and mostly it's a challenge of perception, because you will find that people work together, but then there's a perceived sort of antagonistic environment that ought not to be there. So those are challenges that a forum like this one really seeks to bridge and to solve, so that as we move forward, we realize that we are working for the same people, working towards the same goal, and thus, you know, that synergy building is really important moving forward. Two areas stand out for me. The first one is on climate change, climate adaptability. We know that it's now a reality. I don't think that as a country we are doing a lot in that area. The other area is in terms of decent work. There are so many young people who are qualified yet they don't have jobs. So those are areas that I feel a lot more can actually be done. Otherwise it is still a ticking bomb. For the private sector, I think they need to continue working very closely with government, and ensuring that government works towards creating an enabling environment. And an enabling environment, I mean policies that actually work, because it's a whole chain with ripple effect. When government does its work very well and creates a very good policy environment where the private sector thrives, then we are likely to see a private sector that is responsive to sort of the needs of the young people, for instance, in creating the jobs. A private sector that is cognizant of people living with disability. A private sector that provides equal opportunity for men and women, so that no one is left behind at the end of the day. So my reflection is, can we continue working together to just ensure that we have an environment that accommodates everyone?